So one of the benefits of Poshfest being held in Nashville is that I was able to drive. So of course, I had to stop at some thrift shops on the way. So stay tuned to see what I picked up.
All the styles you wanna wear. Started small, now we grow. Watch the empire rise. Flipping treasures, catching eyes. No surprise, we the prize. We got the deals that make you feel like royalty. 3 queens on the ground, respect and loyalty.
On the road, so we're out of Indy. We've been driving for about an hour. And we're probably about an hour from Louisville, Kentucky. So I'm going to, once I get closer to Louisville, I'll take a bathroom break and I'll decide which Goodwill Outlet I'm going to stop at. I think there's one close to the Kentucky-Tennessee border. So I'm going to see if I can make it to that one. That way it'll get me out of Louisville traffic. But I did want to just kind of stop at some places along my trip. So hopefully we can find some good stuff along the way. It's not about the destination, it's about the journey, right? New challenge, friends. There are 5 Goodwill outlets on my route from Indy to Nashville. And so I'm going to stop at all 5 of them, either going or coming. So I'm about to hit my first one in 12 minutes. So we're going to pop in and see what we find. So this was my first Goodwill Outlet stop, and this was in Jefferson, Indiana, like right before you cross over into Louisville. I think it's like at exit 2. This was the one where they allowed you to sit on the furniture during rotation, which never have I ever at my Goodwill. It was pretty slow moving when I was in there. This is on a Goodwill Outlet complex. There's a regular outlet, Excel Center, the Job Force Center, a daycare. So all the services that Goodwill provides are located in this center. And then after a quick stop there, I jumped back in the car, headed across the bridge into Kentucky. I don't know about you, but whenever I go on a road trip and cross into another state, I feel like that's a big accomplishment. So I was excited to see the Welcome to Kentucky sign. To us Hoosiers, going over into Kentucky is going down south. So I was, in my mind, officially in the south. There is a Goodwill Bins in Louisville that I have been to while I was at a cheer competition. So I decided not to stop there and to trek on to 2 hours away to Bowling Green, Kentucky. However, I didn't realize and calculate the time change, and so my husband was getting super frustrated with me that I was still on the road and my trip was taking too long. I did throw a stop into Buc-ee's. If you've never been to the Buc-ee's truck stop, you really got to go. It's just a fun little side adventure. Thanks for joining. If you're new here, I am Stephanie with 3 Queens Resell. I am a full-time reseller. I sell pre-owned clothing, shoes, and accessories on sites like Poshmark, eBay, Depop, and Mercari. And if you are new here, welcome. And if you are a reseller bestie, thanks so much. Be sure to comment, engage with the video, like, subscribe if you like reseller content, and help me continue to grow my positive reseller community on this channel. I appreciate you all for showing up, even when I don't. So on my way to Nashville, I decided to stop at Goodwill's. Between my home and my hotel, there were 5 different Goodwill outlets. So of course the first one was the one I always go to. So really there were only 4 new ones for me to go to. And because I can't sit still in the car, I decided that I would add those to my route and stop either going or coming from Nashville. It's about a 4.5 hour trip to Nashville. And friends, I never go to different bin stores. I always go to the one closest to my house. So this was an opportunity just for me to kind of see how other stores run. So this is the haul that I picked up on the way going and coming from Poshfest. So let me know your favorite items in the comments. And if you are a binge shopper, let me know what are the fun, crazy rules at your bins that might not be different, uh, might be different across the country. Because I find that each of them have their own culture, and kind of like unspoken rules. And when you get there, it takes a minute for you kind of to figure them out. So, and if I can remember, I'll tell you which one I got them at. Because I ended up, of the four, going to three. And the reason I did not go to, there was two in Nashville. One was 30 minutes, it said on my maps 30 minutes outside of the where I was. And we didn't get done until like our sessions, like 3 o'clock, 3:30 each day. And so by the time I got back to the hotel and kind of like settled and changed, it was like 4:30, and that one closed at 6. So me not knowing where I was going, I didn't want to get there and it would already be closed or closing in 15 or 20 minutes. And then when I left on Saturday morning, because I thought I'll just stop there on Saturday, but I left Nashville about 7:30 a.m. in the morning, and it was not yet open. So I missed that one, but I did get to go to three new ones to me. But this one is from Nashville, and this is, it says made from the scraps of leather. And it is new at tag. It is the brand Van & Co., which is new to me. And just a cute, I pick up almost anything new with tags. Because if I can't sell it online, like on Poshmark or eBay, it will sell definitely in a live auction. So I picked up this Vera Bradley wallet. Also, I used to have one. I might still have it somewhere. This is really a great wallet, friends, because look, I used to have one of these. Bills go here, all of your cards. And then, does it have a checkbook thing? There's a place for like a pen, but who does that anymore? Mine had a checkbook thing, so this is a little different. But who has photos like this in your wallet anymore? So old school. And then a place for your ID. And then two more like little pouchies over here. And it has like a back zipper coin thing. So I'll find the exact name for this because and the exact pattern. But Vera Bradley, certain pieces do really, really well. And some of them, most of them don't. But since I don't know which ones are which, and it's just a little, a brand that I'd like to research on. Vera Bradley was, the factory used to be about 2 hours from me in Fort Wayne, Indiana. And they since, I believe, moved overseas. But the main plant or headquarters, like business offices, are still there. So this is another one that I got at that Nashville Bins. And so I'm going to say this about the Nashville Bins, because I said I was going to talk about the differences. First of all, it seemed dirty to me. It didn't seem, it was dirty to me compared to my bins. So Nashville Bins people, it was the Barnell, don't come for me. But I can get past some dirt because when you're going into bins, you know what you know. It is what it is. It was hot in there. It was already hot outside, about 90, 95 degrees. And then they did not have AC in the actual bin store. And it was so hot in there. And to the point where I was getting dizzy. I had planned to stay an hour. I set a timer for an hour. But I had to leave at 45 minutes because I literally felt nauseous. However, they rotate bins there while people are on the floor. Like they're just come up and they're like, excuse me, we're going to switch out this bin. And so people don't go to the side or anything. They just pulled the bins out and put other ones in, which I've never seen that before. So, but that's kind of cool because you don't waste time waiting on this side. Like at my bins, when they do a rotation, it's like 15 minutes. So that's a 15 minutes out of every hour is wasted. But at that one, you can keep going. And it was a smaller bins compared to the bins that I go to, but they had the items piled so high, and I decided I don't like that because you don't have, when you sort, like I like either sort to the right or left depending on which way I'm moving, and so I throw it to the next bin or whatever down the way. But when it's piled so high, you can't throw it to the next one because it'll fall off. So those are some just thoughts about that, but that's where I got these bags from. So this is the brand Suzanne Joy, and this is a leather bucket bag, and it is, there is some cracking on the strap, so I will probably just put this in a live auction because of that cracking. I might keep this for myself. I don't really have any bucket shoulder bags, but it's cute. It's leather. I hate that there's that cracking on the handle. I know that doesn't bother some people, but I wouldn't get much money on the resale market for that. So yeah, we'll just go ahead and put her right here. I did not notice that. So these are BR Sport. So this is Banana Republic Sport, and they are newer tags. And they're $98.50. It says it's a retired style. We're going to go ahead and pull this cell tag off. I might have to. Normally I can get it with my fingers, but if I can't, we have to use the dryer. But nope, she peeled her right off. So yeah, these are retired. They're size 10. That's cool. And they're new with tag. So, Banana Republic Sport. Let me know. I've never heard of the Banana Republic Sport line. So, hopefully, because that is a retired style and new with tag, I can get some good money for those. And I think I picked those up in Louisville. I'm trying to remember. Oh, I almost ripped off the wrong tag. Another new with tag. These are for auction. I don't list Old Navy anymore. I just auction it, and I'm only picking it up new with tag. So these are the Old Navy Pixie, and they are the high-rise Pixie, and they, to me, are a little dressy because they're black with this gold polka dot. But yes, I just feel like they retailed, oh, they don't have the retail price on here. But I just feel like because Old Navy isn't that expensive to begin with, that it's better for me just to put it on live auction or our eBay auctions. Still worth picking up and saving from the landfill though. Same with these guys. They are Alfred Dunner, which is sold at JCPenney's, and this is really kind of a popular brand on eBay. What is the retail value of these? They retail for $49.50. We'll go ahead and list these, but I would not have picked them up if they were not new with tag, and they are larger size. I must have all the new with tag stuff on top because we launder that differently. This is also new with tag, and it is a mid-rise skirt. It's like a skirt situation, which I love a skirt. This is a 14 medium. I'm going to try this on if I can fit this because I love like a skirt. If I can fit these, I'll keep them. That was not my original intent, but if I like them, I'll keep those for myself. Next up is this Talbot's cardigan, and I think I picked this up at the Greenwood, Indiana one. Oh man, I am striking out, friends. I just saw a little hole in this, but this is so pretty. Had that paisley print, but it has a hole in there. Actually, several holes. See what happens? That is I'm being better about inspecting, but I still make mistakes. Knit pieces, friends, are hard. Okay, this is medium, and this is White House Black Market, and it is a Duster length. Now I'm inspecting cardigan. we're gonna sweater shave this, lint roll it a little bit because it is black. But it is a nice piece, and we will get that listed. Okay, so this is Talbot's, and it is a lamb's wool, rabbit hair nylon mix. So, and it's cream, so I was really taking a chance on it. I didn't see any holes when I listed it or when I picked it up and inspected. So it's an older Talbot, so it's definitely in that granny court aesthetic. I'm still gonna just kind of go over that with the lint roller. So this is probably the most substantial piece. It is the most substantial piece I bought, and I really thought about it because I knew it was going to be heavy. But this is a Guess size extra large double-breasted wool dress coat, and so I figure I can get between 50 and 75 for this. I'll look up comps though. But coats like this are so expensive. If you want a nice dress coat, I am an extra large, but in coats, I tend to size up to a 1X because I like to wear my sweaters and things under my coats. So, otherwise I would keep it. But a nice coat like this can be upward of $200. And this is in really good condition. So, I was excited to find that, and I did find that at the Greenwood bins. Okay, another Talbot's piece, and this is a buffalo plaid, like lined mini skirt, wool mini skirt. It is a 12 petite. I like to pick up Talbot's, and I'm really focusing on picking up like seasonal wear, or wear that is in season. I will pick up things from any season because the bins is the bins, and you know, sometimes you got to take what you get. But if I have a choice, if it's like not in a super good condition, like if it's gonna need work and it's like a summer dress, at this point it's gonna stay behind unless it's like a really expensive brand. This next one is Athleta. It is a size small cardigan. I think it shuts here magnetically at the top, and I can't remember the name of the one that does that, but that is the older label. So there's a story behind this. This is Indiana University, and the Indiana script, and it does need some shaving. But earlier this month, when I took my daughter back to school, when she went back to school, we went down to their village, their street with all the little shops and boutiques. And there was a shop that had all vintage Indiana stuff. And he was selling that stuff. It was packed in there. I was actually shocked. I was shocked. As much Indiana stuff that I find in the Goodwill and Purdue stuff that I find at the Goodwill bins, I was just shocked that this young college guy was, it wasn't even a store, okay? It was a tent between, there was like an alley between two stores so there was two stores and then an alley in between, and he set up this little tent. He had racks of vintage Indiana under one tent, and then racks of vintage Big Ten under another tent. So he had mostly Indiana, but then he had like Ohio State, Purdue, like our Big Ten competitors. And he was selling these shirts for 25 to 75, a few over 100. And my daughter was like, Mom, like, do you sell vintage Indiana stuff? And I was like, no, I just like throw that stuff back. And so what I have decided to do, because I've been inspired by the youth and this young man's entrepreneurial spirit, and I saw there was a market for it, I am going to start selling vintage Indiana things, but also vintage classic Big Ten. So there original Big Ten universities. I know there's like 20 universities in the Big Ten right now, but I'm just going to focus on those. And so I'm going to sell them on Instagram. They're going to be listed everywhere as well, but I'm going to sell them on my Instagram and use the hashtag vintage Indiana apparel or vintage Big Ten apparel and see if I can get something going online with vintage collegiate wear like this, because this vintage sporty vibe is in right now, but it is insane how much Indiana produce things that I throw back. And friends, I'm really focused on name brands like Champion, Nike, Adidas is currently the Indiana sponsor for all their athletic programs. So that's why I picked that up, and I did find that in the Indiana, the bins right at the Indiana Kentucky border. It's like at exit 1, so it's right there. But yeah, that's something new that I'm going to work on. These are Athleta leggings, extra, extra small. They have a hanging tag, and I am going to... Someone always gets my scissors. I am going to list these. Our cheer club, our cheer gym that we belong to we have our own Facebook Marketplace page where we can like sell things like that the girls have outgrown, like their cheer apparel, but it's also turned into things that they can wear to practice. And so with these Athleta leggings being in such good condition, I am going to sell those on there. I'll just list them for 10. I mean, I got them out of the bins. That's like what, 1,000%, 100% markup. So I'll cut that loose string and I'll take photos and just pop them on there and see if anybody wants them. If they don't sell in like a week or two, we'll just list them. But whenever I see stuff like that, I've been just flipping it on there because I can literally just drop it off when I drop her off, and they pay me through Cash App, and it's just a way to get rid of some smaller athletic wear sizes, because those extra smalls, I find a lot of that in the bins, but they don't move quickly in my closet. But all these little cheerleaders, my daughter's 11, she's a 3X small, so she might be up to an extra small, but or a 2X small by now, but a lot of that's popular within that age group, and parents don't want to spend top dollar for it. So next up, I think these are the Chico's trouser jean. They are 2.5. So friends, I would love a trouser jean. I'm going to try these on, and if I like them, I'm going to keep them. How about at the end, I try on the things I said I was going to try on and let you know how they worked out. So these I picked up, what was this? This was at that bins on the border of Indiana and Kentucky. They are called Cody James. When I looked them up, the comps look good. This is a men's denim, 32-30 long. So hopefully we can get about 35 for these. They feel kind of like rough, like stiff denim. And they do have finished seams inside. So, but whenever I see a new denim brand, new to me denim brand, I go ahead and look it up. I am sourcing a lot of denim for fall and winter, but I just realized, like, in my lifetime, there have been 2 pairs of jeans that I loved. One was the DKNY, I forgot the name of it. It's a DKNY Soho jean. I love that, and I wore that for years. I mean, from the time I discovered it until, if I find a pair now, I will still put them on. And then the Old Navy Sweetheart bootcut jean. Otherwise, I'm not really a denim person, so therefore I haven't really, and my kids aren't really denim kids either. So I don't really know denim brands probably like a reseller should. So I've been making myself research as I go. So I was going to list this, but it's not really, as after washing it, as nice of condition as I would want it to be, but it is loft. It's still like good to do in a live auction, but it's this little doggy sweater and a neutral color palette and that light academia like scheme that I think people would like, but I'm gonna put that in an auction. Okay, so let me know in the comments what I should do. So while I was washing, I messed up during my laundry prep. I did not tie the drawstring in this and it came out, but I have it. I just hate like threading those back through. So should I thread it back through or should I just say it doesn't have them? Let me know in the comments what you would do. But this is Adidas and it is this full zip, like heavier fleece line hooded sweatshirt. And so it is a size, because my vision is getting worse, large, size large. So I will list that. I'll put the string back in it. Let me put it over here. I can already tell you guys are judging me in the comments. So I have sold this brand before. I'll show you the tag so I don't mispronounce it. But I feel like this is there. It was plus size 2X, and this is like a lightweight jogger pant with pockets. Has this embroidery tapestry situation down the side. So definitely in that boho chic core. And so probably in that, like, I'll look up comps because I don't know offhand, but probably in that like 18 to 25 price range. So life is good. Oh, this is like the story of the brand written in the shirt. That's cool. This is a 2XL. And I'm going to say men's 2XL. And this is like sun drenched, but, and it has a little fisher. All of these have like a little saying, and it says networking, because he's like fishing. But I normally get between 15 and 20 bucks for these, and they sell pretty quickly. So Life is Good is the brand. And it's just like casual wear. So a little tangle in there, a little static cling. Okay. So this is Lane Bryant. And it is, so I love like one of these kimono wrap things because they are great. Although I'm going to have to, what is it? Look at that. Oh, is it tangled? Hold on. Oh, it was. It is. It is tangled. It's inside out. So I love these kimono wrap type situations. There we go. Because you can really do a lot with them. You can put them over like a dress if you don't want your sleeves out. It's just a lightweight wrap kimono, and I feel like they can take something like casual and really elevate it. And they're super lightweight when you're sourcing. It's just a lot of static clean. I'll have to go over it with a dryer sheet. But I am going to put this in a live auction. So I'll put that in my live auction pile. And next up, these are Barcode 1 scrub pants. Last time I got a pair of these, they sold in the same day. And those were joggers but these are not. They kind of feel like Lululemon for the medical profession. And we want our medical professionals to be comfortable while they are saving lives. So probably in that $15 to $20 price point. I do look up every single item for comps when I am listing. This is Pioneer Woman, and this is a size large, and it is this chambray dress. The last time I picked something up by this brand, it did sell in a day. So whenever I see it, this is only my second time picking it up, but I do like this chambray dress too, and I thought it was perfect for fall. And the last item I picked up was this Columbia like teddy fleece in this like blush pink. Perfect full zip, perfect for size large, perfect for right now as we move from summer into fall. So that is it, friends, for our haul. Stay tuned because I'm going to try on these 2 items and you're going to tell me in the comments if I should keep them or sell them.
Flipping treasures, catching eyes, no surprise, we the prize. We got the deals that make you feel like royalty. 3 queens on the ground, respect and loyalty.